So the best way for me to explain to you what it means that alcoholism is a progressive disease, I'm going to give you my own example. Even though I had read and studied a lot about alcoholism when I was in my 18, 19 years old, to understand more about alcoholism, because my mom was on the top of her alcoholism, and my grandfather also had died because of that. So I really wanted to understand how to deal with that in my mom's case, how to deal with my mom, what kind of support, what kind of help I could bring for her and for us as family members. But even though I had so much knowledge about it, when I got to my 23, 24 years old, my young adulthood, and those little adult challenges arrived for me, and I didn't have enough maturity to deal with them. So what did I start to do? I started to drink. So each time that I was feeling anxious, nervous, because I was living far away from home, so I was feeling lonely, nervous, anxious at times. And then I started to have little shots of whiskey. I started with a shot, and when that shot got into my body, I just felt that that sense of relief. My depression, my anger, my loneliness, at least for that moment, disappeared. So I started with a shot, and as you know, life challenges never start coming. And as I was trying to progress in life, advance, achieve some sort of success, more challenges appeared. And I started to get even more anxious. So what did I start to do? From one shot, perhaps a week, I had told myself that, you know what, I'm just going to drink on weekends. And my weekend started on Friday night. Right after I finished my work, I would start drinking right after my work. And I would go Friday, Saturday night, and Sunday as well. And then I started drinking during the weekdays as well. I started with one shot at times. Whenever I was feeling very anxious, I had a shot and I would feel very good. But after a while, from one day in a week, from Monday to Friday, it became twice. And afterwards, from 2 shots, it became 3 days in a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then from just one shot of whiskey, I would finish my work, stop by a convenience store, get 2 beers and a small bottle of whiskey, go to the park, start drinking. And after a little while, it would increase from a little box of beer and a little bottle of whiskey. And after a while, I was driving, and right next to me, I had a big bottle of wine and a small bottle of whiskey and Coke. That was my favorite drink. I would mix whiskey and Coke and drive and drink wine and whiskey and Coke. And I did that a lot of times. So from one shot during the week, from Monday to Friday, it became drinking every day. It got to a point that for any social event that I had to have some alcohol in my system. It doesn't matter what time it was. Even if I had to wake up at 7 in the morning, if I had a meeting which made me feel a little nervous, I would have a big shot of whiskey at that time in the morning. So from one little shot, it progressed to a place that I was drinking a lot every single day. And you know what would have happened to me if I didn't quit 9 years ago? I wouldn't be here sharing this information with you. Because alcoholism is just like that little snowball. It's a snowball that starts very small. Start with a little shot of whiskey or shot of whatever beverage is your favorite. It starts with that. In my case, it started with that. Then it got to a point that even though so many things were happening in my life, getting caught by the police, drinking, driving, the snowball was very big already. I couldn't control it anymore. Till it got to a point that the snowball was so big and it was so fast downhill, down that mountain, that it found a very big concrete wall, smashed into it, and that's when my recovery started. Maybe you are in that snowball right now, and that snowball is already very big. It's not too late. It is still possible for you before you crash into that concrete wall. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to show you how it's done before it's too late or before you hit that concrete wall. Whatever that concrete wall looks like for you, because that concrete wall, it looks different for everybody. Recently, I saw news that a woman here in Taiwan, where I live, she had an accident. She was drunk while she was driving, and it was not her first time, but this time was worse. There was a police barrier ahead of her. For some reason, she did not see that. She had an accident. She crashed into that barrier. She ended up hitting a police officer. Didn't kill the man, but he got one of his legs amputated. He had to cut one of his legs off because of that accident. The woman went to jail, and is in jail right now. For her, that was her concrete wall. What about yours? What do you think your concrete wall will look like if you actually hit that concrete wall? Because I'll tell you what, unfortunately, for some people, they didn't have the chance to hit that brick wall. They actually did it, but they continue. They said, no, they were not able to stop that snowball. And that big snowball fell into the abyss. It fell off the mountain. A lot of people have passed away, have died because of this disease. Don't let that be your fate. It's not too late. Alcoholic is a progressive disease. And if you suspect that you have a drinking problem, seek help today. Look for help. It's not too late. I'm here to help you. And if this message has reached your heart, contact me right now, and I'll share with you what I did that worked for me that can work for you too.